In today's digital era, an athlete's value extends far beyond the game. What once mattered only on the field now reaches across social platforms, interview stages, brand endorsements, and community influence. Whether you're a rising high school star, a college athlete with big dreams, or a professional seeking longevity, building a personal brand is no longer optional. It's essential. A personal brand is how people experience you when you're not in the room. It's your story, your reputation, your voice, and the lasting impression you leave behind. When built strategically, it opens doors to sponsorships, speaking engagements, partnerships, business opportunities, and post-career transitions. But a powerful brand doesn't just happen by accident. It's developed with intention, authenticity, and consistency. There are 5 critical elements every athlete must understand and cultivate to build a strong, lasting personal brand. Each one plays a unique role in shaping how the world sees you, not just as an athlete, but as a leader, a role model, and a multidimensional individual with influence. The first and most powerful element of building a brand is clarity of identity. Before you can create a message that truly resonates with fans, sponsors, media, or your community, you have to get brutally honest about who you are. And not just what you've accomplished, but why you do what you do. It goes far beyond listing accolades or highlighting the teams you've played for. That's surface level. Real identity starts with asking the deeper, more uncomfortable questions. What do I believe in, even when no one's watching? What drives me when the cameras are off and the crowd is gone? What experiences shaped me? The wins, the losses, the setbacks. And how have they carved my character? Your identity is not a marketing strategy. It's the emotional core of your brand. Without it, you're not building something meaningful. You're just echoing trends and mimicking what's already out there. But when you know your story, when you've taken time to understand your roots, your pain, your passion, and your purpose, everything changes. You stop trying to fit into someone else's mold and start owning your space. Athletes who are deeply in tune with their narrative are the ones who connect the most. Their brand doesn't just speak, it feels. Whether you're known for your obsessive work ethic, your steady leadership, your comeback from adversity, or your unapologetic stance on issues that matter, the essence of your brand begins with defining your why. Because when your identity is clear, your message becomes magnetic. People don't just see you, they feel you. And that's the difference between being noticed and being remembered. The second element is authentic storytelling. Once you're clear about who you are, the next step is being able to communicate that to others in a way that feels real and relatable. Storytelling humanizes your journey. It takes people behind the highlight reels and game day victories and invites them into your world, your challenges, your growth, your mindset. Great athletes know how to tell their stories across platforms without sounding rehearsed or superficial. They show vulnerability when appropriate, celebrate milestones with humility, and speak in a voice that reflects their true personality. Whether it's through interviews, social media posts, or community engagements, authenticity is the glue that binds your audience to your brand. People don't just follow greatness, they follow realness. The third essential ingredient to building a powerful personal brand is a strong digital presence. In today's hyper-connected world, your online identity is often the first, and sometimes the only, version of you that people encounter. Before a coach calls, before a sponsor reaches out, or before a fan becomes loyal, they've already scrolled through your profile. So ask yourself, what shows up when someone types your name into a search bar? What impression do your posts, photos, stories, and comments leave behind? In this era, Every athlete is also a digital storyteller, whether they intend to be or not. But having a digital presence doesn't mean broadcasting your entire life. It means showing up with purpose. It means using your platforms, whether it's Instagram, X, formerly Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, or even LinkedIn, as tools to communicate what you stand for, not just what you've done. It's less about constant self-promotion and more about consistent self-expression. A carefully chosen photo, a caption with heart, a message that reflects your journey, or a moment of vulnerability shared with authenticity. All of these contribute to your online brand far more than highlight reels alone. Your digital footprint is your reputation at scale. Even the smallest details matter. The tone of your captions, the link in your bio, the way you respond to comments, and the kinds of causes you amplify. All of these choices either reinforce or dilute your brand. It's not just what you post, but how it aligns with your identity and values. And while authenticity is key, intentionality is just as important. Being careless online, whether through inappropriate humor, outdated views, or reactive commentary, can fracture trust quickly and leave scars that take years to repair. A strong online presence is not about being perfect or overly polished. It's about being real, with direction. You want your digital persona to echo your real-world principles, so that whether someone sees you online or in person, the message is the same. You are who you say you are. And in a noisy digital world full of posturing and performance, authenticity paired with consistency becomes your greatest differentiator. The fourth element is strategic alignment with opportunities. Athletes with powerful brands don't accept every sponsorship or public offer that comes their way. Instead, they align themselves with brands, causes, and opportunities that make sense for their image and message. For example, if you're passionate about mental health or education, partnering with organizations that support those missions adds depth to your brand. Conversely, saying yes to opportunities that clash with your values or appear solely money-driven can confuse or alienate your audience. When your partnerships feel natural and mission-driven, they build credibility. It's not about how many deals you land. It's about choosing the right ones that add to your legacy. This principle also applies beyond business. The events you attend, the podcasts you speak on, the charities you support. All of these associations contribute to the strength and clarity of your brand. Finally, the fifth, and perhaps most underestimated element of a powerful personal brand is consistency over time. Branding isn't about a single moment that grabs attention. It's about the steady drumbeat of who you are, repeated and reinforced across days, months, and years. A personal brand isn't a one-off campaign or a fleeting highlight. It's a reputation, built brick by brick, decision by decision, moment by moment. Anyone can go viral. Anyone can give a great interview or post a polished photo shoot. But what separates those who merely flash from those who truly last is consistency. Every interaction you have, whether it's a post on social media, a sideline interview, a response to a fan, or simply how you carry yourself after a win or a loss, tells a story. And when those touch points echo the same values, the same tone, the same message, something powerful happens. People begin to trust you. They know what to expect from you. That trust becomes the foundation for influence, loyalty, and long-term opportunity. Because people don't invest in what's unpredictable. They invest in what's reliable. This doesn't mean staying static or never evolving. The best brands grow. They shift. They mature. But they do so in ways that feel true to their roots. Evolution doesn't mean reinvention. It means refinement. You can expand your voice, explore new directions, or enter new stages of your career while still holding on to your core identity. Athletes who manage to stay grounded in their values while growing their presence are the ones who carve out a lasting legacy. In a world where public personas rise and fall with trends, where images can shift with a single post, those who stay consistent stand out. Because in the long run, consistency isn't boring, it's rare. And in branding, rare is unforgettable. In conclusion, building a personal brand as an athlete is about far more than logos or media appearances. It's about knowing who you are, sharing your story authentically, cultivating a smart online presence, aligning with meaningful opportunities, and remaining consistent in your message and values. A strong personal brand gives you power, not just in the game, but beyond it. It gives you control over your narrative, influence over your audience, and a platform that outlasts your athletic career. Every game you play is a moment, but your brand, that's your legacy. If this hit different, don't scroll. Hit like, smash that subscribe, and drop your thoughts below. Let's make this a conversation, not just content.